The fifth law of exponents is also known as the quotient of powers rule. It states that in dividing one power of a specified base by another power of the base, subtract the exponent. So we have here a power expression a to the m over a to the n. Now both powers have the same base a. So this is a quotient of two powers of the same base, where a is not equal to 0. That means the base a can be any real number except 0. So we're going to retain the base a, and we will subtract the denominator exponent from the numerator exponent. So this becomes now a raised to the power m minus n. Now, under this law, there are three possible cases. The first case is if m is greater than n, it yields a positive exponent. The second case is if m is equal to n, it yields a zero exponent. Now, this is a special case. That's why it is regarded as the sixth law of exponents, or also called the zero exponent rule. Now, the third case is if m is less than n, it yields a negative exponent. Now, this is another special case where it is regarded as the seventh law of exponents. So it is also called the negative exponent rule. Now we're going to discuss the first case where m is greater than n. So naturally, if m is greater than n, the result would be a positive exponent. Now, let's consider this power expression. The power product x squared y cubed z to the fourth over the power product x y squared z squared. Now we're going to divide powers of the same base. So this is equal to x squared over x times y cubed over y squared times z to the fourth over z squared. And this is equal to x, we retain the base, x to the power 2 minus 1 times y to the power 3 minus 2 times z to the power 4 minus 2. So this is now equal to x to the power 2 minus 1 is 1, or simply x to the first, or simply x, times y to the 3 minus 2 is 1, so y to the first power, or simply y, and that's c. 4 minus 2 is 2, so that's c squared. Now, this is just proof of this rule. But in reality, or in actual practice, we can readily solve this directly. X squared over x, we simply cancel out x. The 2 becomes 1, or simply x to the first power. Y cubed over y squared, we simply cancel out y squared. The 3 becomes 1, because 3 minus 2 is 1. Z to the fourth, we can simply cancel out z squared, and the 4 here becomes 2, because 4 minus 2 is 2. So what's left of the numerator is x to the first, or simply x, y to the first, or simply y, and z squared. Now, all the factors in the denominator have been cancelled out. So this denominator is simply equal to 1. So that's x, y, z squared over 1, or simply x, y, z squared. So the quotient is x, y, z squared. And that's the answer.